Hi, it's Jeannie here and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're watching, then hello, welcome, and make sure you hit subscribe to watch my awkwardly random videos. I try to post up every Tuesday, and if you have been watching for a long time, then hello and welcome back, and thank you from the core of my heart for believing and supporting me. Now today I just wanted to talk and get a few things off my chest. Something that has been bothering me since the start of the year, a comment that was left that has been ingrained into my mind that I wanted to share with you guys. And it has taken me a while to do this because I actually started recording this a while back, but if you've noticed from watching my previous videos that sometimes I say words that doesn't make sense, or my sentences may not make any sense, and that's because sometimes I talk with my emotions rather than making the sentence in my head before it comes out. So it may not make sense, this may not make sense, but yes, so I thought I would do it again and share it with you guys. So if you're like me, you're probably thinking, ooh, what's that comment she's talking about? And remind yourself to watch my other videos. But I'm going to share the comment right here and also capture the moment where I felt my heart get ripped off. Ooh, just joking. So it was actually Callum that saw the comment first, and bless his heart, because I know he's just trying to protect me, because I can be a little bit sensitive with certain things. And he was WhatsApping me saying, what's going on, like, what's this girl on about, like, how dare she say something like that, you should get her banned. I'm like, what's going on? I was already getting hyped up because that's what I do. And I logged onto YouTube and I saw the comment, and someone left a comment saying, you're not pretty enough to be a YouTube star. And to be honest, my first initial reaction was, oh my god, this person considers me to be a YouTube star. Cam was obviously like, what? Like, why aren't you angry or upset about this? And to be honest, like, I know that comment was probably intentionally trying to hurt me, but the way I saw it is that, yeah, but they took time out of their lives to leave me a comment and consider me as a YouTube star. I don't consider myself a YouTube star. I didn't join YouTube and start making videos because, I wanted to be famous and popular and, make lots of money. I mean, hey, if that happened, then that'll be great financially, but I started YouTube because it was more for me. I wanted to express myself in ways that I couldn't do to certain people because I felt like I was catering. So by speaking to a camera to a broader audience, I just felt more comfortable because there was no one specifically in my mind that I felt like I had to, protect, and I guess I didn't want to upset them. So that's why I do YouTube, because, I was going through depression and I went through a lot of different ways of trying to treat it, and I didn't know what to do. So I thought I'll do YouTube to kind of express myself creatively. Is that a word? Creatively. And, just get a few things off my chest, as well as doing things that I love or I love watching. Things like that. So that's why I did it. And, yeah, and I understand, why Cal was like, well, they clearly said, you're not pretty. But to be honest, like, the comment, that didn't even hurt me because it's not something that I didn't know. I don't think, I am the prettiest person. Like, I've got my flaws. I've got, like, more chins and chins in the, phone directory. And my face is so wide and fat that, my whole face can fit on, like, a big balloon. So I know that. And, like, it's not something that I would get hurt about, I guess. But I don't know, it kind of made me realize that rather than being hurt by the comment, I was more like, wow, I actually felt pity for this person because they don't know any different. We don't know any different because that's what society, is used to. Is society thinks that, you have to look a certain or act a certain way to be pretty. And for me, that was more of an awakening, like, whoa, I can't believe, that's what the world is coming to. Thinking out loud, like, why is it so important that we have to be pretty? And what is considered pretty? Like, I know growing up, I always hear people say, don't eat too much, you'll put on weight. Or, if you're too skinny, it doesn't look good. If you, cut your hair too short or leave it too long, it doesn't suit you, it doesn't make you pretty. Or, don't wear certain clothes, or don't wear too much makeup because boys won't like you. Things like that. And you know what? Like, it actually opened my mind in realizing, why is it so important that society has to, you know, consider you to be pretty, and what is the definition of pretty? And it's kind of stupid in a way, because being pretty doesn't get you anywhere. Like, I would rather have an intellectual conversation with someone than someone for just being pretty. Like, unless you are like a supermodel, which, you know, it's each to their own to know whether you consider them pretty or not. I mean, they have specific physiques and things like that that, you know, work to their advantage, but it only gets you so far, you know what I mean? And it kind of made me realize the other day that, you know, prettiness isn't just defined by features. It's also defined by personality as well. Like, if you think about it, deep down, our looks, our skin color, our anatomy is all the same. We all have the same bone structure, the same organs, the same, you know, functioning system. The only thing that makes us different is the layers that go outside of our body. So our skin, our features, our hair, our nose, you know, all those kind of stuff. But those things are also what makes you you and what makes you unique. Like, for me, I've noticed, like, have you ever, you know, met someone for the first time, and yeah, they may have a feature that is a lot stronger and predominant, that, you know, that stands out a lot more, but over time, I don't know, like, I kind of feel like that feature, it's either absorbed in, or it just kind of, you don't notice it as much. And it's not because, you know, they've made changes, they've had surgery. It's because it's not the features that are pretty, but it's more their personality that brings out a lot of them as well. And, you know, it's not something that you should be scared about, you should be afraid or embarrassed about, just because, you know, you have, like, you know, a slightly larger nose, more chins, or, like, you know, a fatter face. Like, I've learned now to accept me for who I am. Like, I'm definitely, like, you know, not the prettiest, but all these things that don't make me pretty, they're the things that make me who I am. They're the things that distinguish me against other people. Like, you know, it is who I am, and we shouldn't judge people by calling them pretty or not. And I've also seen the opposite as well. Like, people that are good looking turn out to be so ugly because of their personality that I can't even stand looking at them. You know what I mean? Like, why, like, people should stop you know, commenting on people's features, looks, you know, saying they're pretty or not, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter, because everyone is completely different. And, you know, honestly, I think it is the most shallowest thing to say, to call out someone for being pretty or ugly, because at the end of the day, it's your own judgment. You know, everyone is different. The way you view someone, the way you see someone, just because of the way they look, it's completely shallow. Like, why is it so important? Why is looks so important, being pretty or something, without even knowing who they are? You know, we should be focusing more on their achievements, you know, what that person has done for society, what they have done for humanity, what, you know, what their goals are. We should be encouraging people to bring out the best, because at the end of the day, everyone is the same inside, but on the outside, it is what makes us individuals in who we are. And rather than putting someone down because they're not the same as you, or not, you know, why would you want that? Why would I want to be the same with someone else? I want to be me. I want to be Gina. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do, things that I love to do. And everyone should be able to do that. Everyone should be able to go on with their lives. I don't know, maybe because these people are still young, that's what they're taught. And that's what we should do as people, is we should be teaching each other. The older generation should be teaching younger kids that, you know, it's okay to be different. There is no such thing as being pretty, like, based on your looks or things like that, because you should encourage people to see beyond that it's more, you know, what people can provide to the community, what they can achieve for humanity, and it's about their personality, you know, making sure that everyone brings out the best out of everyone. And that is what I think, you know, is pretty, is to be helpful, to be out there, and, you know, to be generous. And you know what, like honestly this probably doesn't make sense because like I said, this is just me thinking out loud. None of the stuff in my head really makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted you to know, especially, you know, if you're a teenager or if you've ever been told that you're ugly and you're not pretty enough, that it's not a judgment on you, it's a reflection on that person. Whether they could be, you know, jealous of you, or, you know, something on's going on through their lives that they don't know how to deal, so they feel like they have to hurt other people. But just remember that, you know, it's, don't think of the negative, think of the positive. They took time to acknowledge you and comment on you, regardless of whether it's good or bad. So you have made an impact in their lives. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you understand what I'm kind of explaining. I know some of the stuff I say don't really make sense, but yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. So I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, until next time, bye.